You want a raw, son? Raw beef? You want raw beef, son? Huh? Cow walks up and just bite it in the ass and you slap it and you bring on the next cow.
No, I don't. That's not it at all.
Keep it raw. Now, I know you might be thinking that raw beef is scary and intimidating, and I'm with you. Before I actually started having it in Korea, I was petrified. But since I've had it, I've fallen in love with it. I've had it like 20 times or so. It's one of my favorite kinds of beef to get, and I've never gotten sick from it. You have to try raw beef. It is safe and it is so delicious. Here it comes.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a really pretty presentation. Now there are different ways you can be served yukhoe. A lot of places will serve it with like a raw egg yolk on top, and it's been kind of tossed in a sesame oil and soy sauce, and it might have some pears underneath it. But this place that we're at is pretty swaggity. Usually you get it at like a shop that you're grilling at, and they just kind of like chop it up and give it to you on a white plate, like a simple plate. This is like flower petals and shit. This is the most swaggity looking yukhoe we've ever had. Now some places will serve it to you and it'll taste like it's almost like a little bit frozen, but this place looks super fresh and amazing.
Oh, why are you getting the first serving? You get the first serving because I love you the most, that's why.
It's like essence of beef. If I could have this bottled into a perfume.
I'd spray it in my eyes and I'd scream lovingly.
The type of raw beef we're eating right now is actually hanu, which is a very specific breed of cow in Korea. It's kind of like how when we were in Japan, we went to Kobe for Kobe beef. That's like a special breed of cow in Japan. Well, we're having a Korean version of that. Hanu is insanely expensive. So when people say things like,
oh, you can eat a cheap meal by just getting ground beef and mixing it with noodles.
In Korea, that's not a common conversation to have.
Oh, did you want some ground beef? 260 grams for $13. That's it. You see how small this is? $13. Oh, look at this little baby piece right here. $15. 13 bucks for 100 grams. Oh, did you want a steak? Look at this. 500 grams, under 500 grams, $34. Nuts.
I'll just take that. Put it in the cart.
You do that. That's your Christmas present. We're done.
100 grams of yukhoe usually starts at around $10 to $12. This place is at $15. And so for 2 servings, this costs us 30 bucks for 200 grams of beef. But I mean, it's good beef. You don't really want to get like a cheap raw beef experience, right? This is fresh, delicious, amazing local beef.
I didn't have any yet.
I'll go for the next part.
I didn't have any.
Can you just keep filming? That's a really large chunk.
Well, we got a lot here.
You call that a lot? That's hardly a lot.
Look at all that. Okay.
Simon throws the beef everywhere. Gotta tell you, it doesn't look great on camera.
The first thing you taste is the sesame oil and the tenderness of the meat with a little bit of sweetness kicked in. I gotta say, I'm not really a big fan of Korean beef. I've had lots of it. It never really does it for me, except for when it's in yukhoe format. When they strip down the fat, make it a lot less chewy than it normally is, and just like season it so perfectly. It doesn't need to be cooked. Look at it. In all its unphotogenic glory. Yeah. Now I want you to pay attention to something right here. You'll see Martina, she says that she loves meat so much. Her plate's got nothing but salads on it. I'm the one with meat on my plate.
My salad's filled with tiny sea creatures.
That's not meat.
That's a little, it's a little tiny squid.
This right here is Korean pear, also known as bae. B-A-E, that's right, bae. Make all the bae jokes you want to make. What they usually do when it comes to raw Korean beef is they have a lot of bae julienne thinly. And when you add it together with your beef, the freshness of a Korean pear, which is nothing like a North American pear. You can't compare the two. They're just totally different fruits. It really brightens out the flavor. Korean pear and raw Korean meat. Didn't know it was a good pairing until you've actually tried it.
Didn't know it was a good pairing. Is it apparent now?
You didn't even eat your pear.
I didn't. I just want the meat in my mouth. That's not.
Oh yeah,
the phrasing
girl.
came out wrong with that.
I know what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say I just want the meat taste in my mouth.
Oh
there's no way
yeah,
to word
girl.
this. I only want it to taste like meat. I don't want any other disturbances in there, like a fruit or vegetable.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
girl.
there's no recovery. But now I'll eat it. Now that it's on its own.
Ooh,
coated in meat juice.
Yes.
Now, we did not just come here for yukhoe. Even though I would love to just come for like a meal of raw beef and walk away, that would actually be kind of weird in Korea, but it's not really a meal on its own. So we ordered it and got it as an appetizer here, and then we, of course, ordered beef to go with it. So now that I've had beef, I'm gonna finish up my meal with some more beef.
Okay, here we go. Cooked Korean beef. Not my favorite style. I prefer it raw. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. It's chewy.
Got it, no problem. I will take on the burden of eating all this meat
No,
for you.
I need to eat.
And there's more meat over there, so just leave it up to me.
I'm gonna keep on eating.
Don't worry. Don't force yourself.
I'm good.
Hey, there's some
I
lettuce.
can't waste it.
Just eat the lettuce.
So that's it for this week's food adventure program for awesome people.
For this week's wonderful food adventure program, for this week's amazingly wonderful, awesome.
The first half of it was great when the meat wasn't cooked.
Okay, let's do picky pants.
I hope you feel more courage now to try raw Korean beef. It is my favorite way to eat Korean beef. It's so good.
You know what's one thing we didn't mention?
What?
It's not really trendy young people food.
Yeah.
So don't expect to go to like a young neighborhood and be like, let's get the raw beef. I feel like it's an old man food, but you know what? I don't care, it's delicious.
Also to our vegetarian and vegan viewers, I'm sorry if this video had no appeal to you. We do have a vegetarian video. If you'd like to watch it, click on the link here. Or if you want to see my favorite meat of all time, click on the Kobe beef video, because that was out of this world.
It was my favorite beef.
Out of this world.
It was amazing. That was the best beef I've ever had.
Yeah, that was the best beef I've ever had. Was that the best beef you ever had?
That was the best beef I ever had.
I ever had.
It's the best I ever had. Yeah.
The best I ever had.
That's not a song, right?
Yeah, I think it's a song.
I don't think it's a song.